Western European socialism. Not socialism.
Every word of that
fascism
was just bleh to me.
So
Western, every single syllable was just like,
I'm quick north, and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through my
Imagine right down where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Because like even like out of context, it's just like big ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no. I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why? Who was the dude that... Because you know you gotta wake up one day and just 20 years later...
That mom changed everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher, and I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply yourself.
Oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teachers.
There's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. It's like, C-, sir. Your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. Look at a dog with rabies, what's up? In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class? You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want to close making it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. Tried his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
Wii U.
No, I already got it now. For you.
Okay.
Where's it going?
He posted it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
And those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box, and the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
Boys in a back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double, because remember, the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was, because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which, where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop, I'm like, you guys got Wii U's? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And no wait there, bruh.
Yep.
Remember at my GameStop, they had a tower of them built just for people to grab and go.
Yeah, why?
You ain't even gotta pay, Pimpin'. Just go ahead and take it.
Because they thought it was gonna be another Wii situation where they were just gonna fly off the shelf. They probably overstocked and everything.
Oh yeah, GameStop for real had that problem.
Please take these. We need to put we have another display that we need to put here.
$100 off, please, anybody.
Can I get this keychain? Absolutely. And here's
Scott.
your complimentary Wii U.
I'm good.
Wii U featuring the upcoming great title, Zombie U. Remember that one? That was one of their big
They
hype
ported it.
titles.
They ported
Yeah,
it to like
ported it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4. It was on PlayStation Plus.
I played it at a con. That was a fun game.
It was decent. I got it because it was a
I
launch game.
will just never forget that trailer. Everybody's just like, and? What? Nobody
Oh, I
cares.
remember Mike hyping that bullshit up. Oh, I remember. It's so innovative where you're just like a zombie's coming and you gotta look down and go and try to get your thing as opposed to pause, find item. Oh, I remember you hyping that bullshit up.
Oh wow, yeah. I'm having flashbacks to that now too.
Oh man,
It's a lot better in the Zelda games that came out for Wii U. Having the menu management there.
I minored in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 283. For those who celebrated it, happy Thanksgiving. For those that didn't, hopefully you had just a nice lazy Thursday. And if you went out on Friday,
Friday,
huh?
baby.
Hmm?
Friday, baby.
No, it was like,
Friday, baby.
I don't know, like, I didn't do shit for Black Friday.
As well, you should.
At this point, especially if the pandemic taught us anything, boy, is online so readily available, and
I do not see the need to go to a store on Fridays anymore.
Yeah. But there was a lot of deals that were just semi Black Friday online, and it's odd because you got Cyber Monday, which is essentially going to be the same thing, but Amazon was just like, yeah, here's a bunch of deals as well. So
they just do a whole like week of sales now.
It's pure consumerism on the lead up to Christmas.
Yep. You guys end up getting anything, even online?
I got nothing.
I got a keyboard.
There you just now. We were we were talking before the cast because I was typing up something, and then like they just signed in and they're like, and you guys have, I'm sure you guys on the podcast have heard my keyboard, just clickety click clack. What? Oh, apparently I was on Reddit and apparently I did some combo of keys. There's 4 dialogues that came up that said post successfully hidden.
Whoops.
Whoopsies. But and like, mechanical keyboards, if you guys have seen them, they're raised keys. And I guess BG has one as well, but it is I forget what they're called. I'm gonna look them up in a second. His isn't as loud as mine. And DA was just like, I really like this. And then, BG has LEDs like mine, and DA just uttered the phrase, "Can you turn the rainbow off?" which I found really funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And apparently he just bought it just now.
Yeah, it's fairly cheap. The only thing I would want is another external hard drive, but I didn't see a deal good enough to buy one, so I got nothing.
There's not really anything I want other than maybe like another USB-C, but you can get that at any time. Oh, an extra save $2. I don't need it now, so it's not really a...
There was actually a very good deals on micro SD cards, which I thought about getting for my Kindle so I can download more manga and stuff. But I was like, what's the point? I'll just delete the ones that's
I wish you would have told me about that, because I could always use more.
Oh yeah, it was something like a 256 with like $25.
Oh man.
Yeah. It might still be going on. Or Amazon might do it for Cyber Monday.
Gotcha. It's switches is what they're called. The thing underneath the key that gives it the click.
Okay, there you go.
Because I've heard like cherry switches, and I've heard like other usually denigrated by color. Oh yeah.
Speaking of, I wish you would have told me. I wish you would have told me you were going to Popeyes.
Spur of the moment thing, sir.
Yeah. The sandwich.
Yeah, I was just like looking up just random things that I've kind of like wanted, but just didn't have any like desire or like just nothing really drove me to get it at any given time. And I was like, I'll just look up these things. And I got myself, and this is domesticated as crap, a new toaster, and then I bought a rice cooker. Like a nicer-ish rice cooker.
Why?
You should have gotten an Instapot.
I have one already.
Oh, cool. Well,
I can't tell.
Rice cooker.
Well, sorry, not an Instapot, oh my god.
Pot?
Thank you. Yes, Crockpot.
Okay. No, you should have just got an Instapot. It does a whole lot of things.
This one is just like, there's just a few buttons on it. It makes it really stupid simple, and it had a lot of good ratings. That's why I got it.
Well, it's also the Instapot. It's very easy to make. I'm a proponent of it, even though I'm very.
I mean, yeah. I like my the griddler that I have. It's basically a George Foreman that has removable plates. Good stuff. I'm trying to think of anything else, but no. Like, I mean, for the longest time, I was getting a new TV every Black Friday when I was like in college, coming into the workforce, just to get nicer-ish TV. But yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
I mean, there's no need to upgrade for you at this point.
At the moment, no. Until there's 13K or whatever the hell they go to.
There was a really good 65-inch that was better than mine. That was $228, and I legitimately thought about it.
What was the company?
I can't remember
Because if you just get some Essence or whatever company,
Hisense is what it was.
oh yeah, that's one of the lower brand companies.
It was either
that pop up
probably.
every year.
That
Yeah.
boy will last you until the next Black Friday.
it was either TCL or it was Vizio, one of those. It was definitely a company I am readily would give my money to.
Acquainted with.
Yes.
That has stuck around for more than 2 years.
My 65 is a TCL, and it's been quite good.
Yeah, Vizio and TCL is especially. I mean, for the price that they're at, you get you get extremely good quality.
Yeah. No problems. And,
Like it's like, to me, I wouldn't go anything between that price and then actual like high-end TVs.
Yeah.
Like
the super high Sony ones.
Exactly, like OLED, QLED, what have you. It's like, if you're going to invest, because like what you said, that 65 was like what, $200-300?
It was 238 or something like that.
Yeah, like if you're going to invest like $500 to $600, save that money and wait like another year, half a year to get that like 1500 OLED TV, because that's when you'll start seeing differences in quality.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine to get a Black Friday under 300 TV right now and just give it 2 years to save up for that big old stupid. I know one of the first things I do if I get a programming job is going to be a big stupid good TV. I just know it. Well,
especially with you,
like the first non-work thing. So I want a vertical monitor.
I'm
programming.
just saying it's not as good as you think it is.
I understand, but I want to decide that for myself.
Especially with BG and his whole thing with like movies, like I could totally picture if like BG had his own space, he'd want to like sick home theater setup. I feel like you would.
Oh, dude. One of my dreams is to get a house with a theater in it.
There you go.
That's what I would want.
One of my dreams.
That's one of the things where you go, I'm a proper distance away and I don't have to move my eyes to see things. That's the biggest thing. Like when I'm playing Borderlands, I gotta actively look over to see how my ammo is doing.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I just recently started watching a channel that's all about scamming scammers. It's fantastic.
Is it Kitabuga?
Kitbuga,
Yeah.
Is he the one that made the glitter bombs?
No, that's another dude.
Okay. But Kitbuga has the angriest scammer I've ever done. I have watched that video no less than 10 times.
So good.
Do not redeem!
What are you doing? He's just full throat yelling.
So where am I? Where's my address? When the bullet
hits your husband,
then ask me.
But up at the top right, he has a time span of how long he's been talking to the person, and it jumps. And I didn't even notice it for the first like 2 videos.
That's a big sad.
Yes.
Screen too big.
But is part of that, and this is not a knock on you, is part of that your vision issue?
No, it's not actually.
It's strictly just the size of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with the TV, I would get a foldable couch over here.
Yeah. It is also the distance.
Yes, it would allow for.
I'm a little too close.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
small gaming monitor.
I already have that.
No, I'm talking about Dia.
Oh yeah. I have one of the most bootleg setups for a dual screen, but I'm telling you, let me get good at this and get me some money. I will have a theater in my house before I die.
There you go.
I've already looked up how much they cost. It is not nearly what I would think.
More or less?
Way less. I'm thinking a theater is like 40,000-50,000.
Oh no. Yeah, it's definitely not that much, but still, especially if you want to get like really quality sound, and if you want like an 4K projector,
screen. Yeah,
that'll get you into 5 figures.
Yeah. But I was thinking it was way more than what it would be. It's mostly setting up the room that would be the expensive stuff. You'd have to tear things down.
Yeah, Alfonso said you could watch Skyscraper and Gemini Man on that theater.
Yeah, boy.
I would unironically do that.
You know.
Unironically. Just to fling popcorn and go boom without disturbing other people. It sucks. Turn it off.
Who owns this theater?
Why am I subjected to this right now?
Hashtag snitch on yourself.
Yeah, snitch on myself. Garcon.
Oh, man. Yeah, like the thing that I've always wanted in a house is kind of just what I have that I'm like slowly building up right now. is the just the game
Center.
game center, battle station, whatever you want to call it, where I just have all these consoles on display and stuff. Definitely want to make it a little fancier in terms of just
Now, here's a question. Are you talking about the one in the basement with all your
No. In my office.
Room? Okay. Would you rather have that as perfectly set up as possible, or would you rather have the board game table with cameras everywhere and even like a green screen or something?
I see what you're saying. One of the pie in the sky things that I would want to do at this house that I have. So in the basement, half of it is kind of finished with these weird walls and shit that are down there. The comp bros, I feel like I've seen it. There's a weird corner bar thing that the old owner had a tube TV in the wall. It's kind of weird. Want to open that up. But there's the other half of my basement is a crawl space. And I would love to actually turn that into a full-fledged full basement. That, however, is really expensive.
The pockets open up.
I hope you have 3 credit cards for this, sir.
More.
Oh, Jesus!
Way more.
Yeah, no. That's
just because you have to put the house on stints. Because basically the only way they can really get the dirt that's in that crawl space out effectively is to open a hole in the basement. And then, so that breaks your foundation, which, breaks a side of support on your house. So they have to hold your house up while they dig up all of that and then re-secure it, re-support it, all that other stuff. And it's...
yeah, that's crazy expensive.
Yeah, and it also just, this gets into homeownership and how much money do you put in your house and how much money will you get back out of your house when you sell it. And digging out a crawl space does not put money back into your house. It is purely for you. Because unless the basement has either and it needs 2 things. It needs a direct exit from the basement, like a doorway from the basement, and it needs a window big enough to crawl out of in the case of a fire, to be considered quote-unquote livable space. And livable space is what actually adds square footage to your house, which drives up your price and all that other fun bullshit.
Oh yeah, there was something. I just watched Barbarian, and the dude was looking at the footage of the house. He's like, "Oh, that doesn't count. How does it?" So yeah, it doesn't count.
It's
what about
dumb.
you, DA? Something extravagant in your house if you had the money. Because I'm telling you, that theater is happening.
I've never thought of that.
Really?
Really?
That's crazy. You never thought of a dream if you
He's
won
that
the lottery or
frugal
something?
that he doesn't have money-based dreams.
You know what? That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, there isn't really anything.
That's crazy. You wouldn't want a dedicated room to something? VTuber?
To what? To VTuber?
something of which you have a big interest.
Personal shrine.
Yeah, your art.
Yeah, maybe my art, because it's a little cramped, and I'm just sort of maybe that. But I would just need a good sized room.
Yeah,
and
that doesn't say anything.
And a pretty good table. I could do that now.
A simp room.
Yeah, no.
You've never thought about a theater. You've never thought about a bowling alley in it.
No.
That's crazy to me.
I'm just boring.
Oh, if there's one thing you are, DA, it is not boring.
Oh, well.
He would just need it would just be a guest room that for some odd reason is reserved for autograph people. And in that room,
like a TV in your ceiling while you're laying back in bed. Nothing.
I'd want a big rug. That's
big rug.
One of those optical illusion rugs that looks like you're falling off a cliff. That'd be pretty funny.
What?
But again, I can get that
what
now.
a simple desire.
This is like, wow, you are a child.
There was somebody that built a glass panel for their bathroom, and every now and then it would switch to like the tile falling away to scare guests coming out of the that could be fun. I would have, as far as a dedicated room, I would have a dedicated horror room. I want a child's play doll. I want all Freddy Krueger's gloves. I want all this.
Oh yeah, just a
balcony.
Yeah, balcony would be nice. Just because I'm just imagining like having a couch out there and just sort of like reading manga on a nice warm day. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
Okay,
that on a porch.
But that's nothing that I can I can purchase a house with a balcony.
Or you could build a balcony for like $2K.
Wow, there's just nothing I want.
Wow. A theater.
More of an experienced man than a personal possession man, it seems. Yeah, I think it's like dedicated, like just in a large area for like a game room content creation experience is what I would put mostly in that basement area.
Yeah.
Also like a giant fucking pool.
How about a nice gym?
A gym would be nice. That would actually be really nice. But again, that can be done. A couple more dumbbells, a weight bench. I've got my elliptical.
But there's super nice machines for like weight resistance and stuff.
I don't want that.
I'm just trying to help your vision
but
out.
Also,
help me help you.
I've seen those machines that are just like the digital weights. They're like 3K. So
yeah, but I'm saying you're not gonna drop 3K on a digital weight when you could just buy a 50-pound dumb.
I like how we're like, hey,
you got the money for it.
Exactly,
why
like
not
money's
get a digital weight.
We're like, money's not an option. He's like, yeah, but it's 3K though. He can't help himself.
Oh man, you suck.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I'm just really. This might be a turning point for something. I don't know what, but this might be something. Because I'm like, do I have desires?
Do you have, with your frugalness, do you have a goal in mind for the frugalness?
It's essentially, I'd like a car.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
But you can get a car. I mean,
do you have a dream car?
No.
Oh man.
He doesn't
I like the Kia Soul because it's kind of ugly and boxy, but it's not like I'm like, yeah, let me go in here and get me a Kia Soul. Exactly. Not a color, not a type.
I've been looking up the price of hybrids and EVs, and they are way cheaper than I thought.
Oh yeah. Like non-Tesla stuff or like quote unquote luxury brands. They're pretty affordable now.
Yeah, I saw one that was $20K. I was like, that's what?
This isn't like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't really have any like future.
Like if you had your own house and you had just, let's just say 50K to spend in the bank.
It'd just be sitting there.
That's crazy to me.
No,
he would send a check to Oda and be like, you know what to do. Put her on the crew.
do what needs to be done, Oda. Yeah, no, like I said, this is I'm gonna have a nice think about this.
The fact that you never even thought about thinking about this stuff is crazy to me. Because I've legit done research on solar panels for your roofs. So for electricity, I've legit done research on theaters, bowling alleys in your house. Just like, if I had the money, what do I think would be fun for my house?
Yeah, the solar energy right now, at least like in Ohio, like after like, because usually you have to put down a loan in order to even like afford that kind of stuff, unless you have like 100K.
Some places
there's a credit that you can get.
Yeah.
But there's usually still a loan you have to get, and usually you're at right now solar in temperate climates like the Midwest, Ohio, Michigan, what have you. It comes out as even. You don't end up making money, but you don't lose money. In terms of
it's more for like the South.
Yeah, the investment. Might drive up your housing property just because a lot of times too, usually when you get solar, like as a part of sweeten the deal, you'll like get a new roof out of it just in general, which is good for your your property. Or if you do Tesla stuff, and some other companies, they have solar shingles. And the cool thing about those that I just found out about like a week or two ago, during snow, they're heated. So
Oh, that's cool.
your roof just heats up a teeny bit, and then the snow just slides off.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked up solar because my ultimate goal is to move to Maine. I just went, how sunny is it in Maine, and how much? And I've legitimately done hours of research of people looking into solar panels and who have installed solar panels. It's just like, it's kind of not worth it.
I don't want to
My
buy.
ultimate goal is
Go ahead.
Phoenix. I mean, is Arizona. If you ask me to name any place in Arizona other than Phoenix, I could not, because I've done no research on Arizona.
I've done research on what companies are available for programming in like the major cities and the cities surrounding it, and then I went on Redfin and those types of places just to look at what housing would be and the commute. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't have like an end destination in mind like that, personally.
Oh, I do.
For the most
I
part,
found
like,
this, I'm sorry to cut you off. I found this ridiculous 4-bedroom house. Like, I mean, to get from where we are, DA, to the street, you're on the beach. And it was $350K. With a pool in the backyard. That's the I want.
that's pretty nice. That's basically the same price as my current house.
Give me that. Yeah, that's my ultimate goal. I want to go to Maine so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't honestly mind Ohio. I've always said this. There's basically nothing here. We went over that list. There's basically nothing here. But it's a good place to call home.
Yeah.
Like, the pricing just in terms of just living here, not that bad. You don't have hurricanes. You don't have earthquakes. You might get maybe a tornado. Maybe.
There's nothing amazing about it, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, like,
Perfect
dangerous
for, like-
animals, venomous spiders, snakes, what have you.
Yeah, that's why I would never want to live in Australia. I don't think I even want to visit Australia.
But yeah, I've never really thought of anywhere that I'd want to go. Because like, and I've been to a lot of places. I mean, like my dad lives in Florida. I go down there a bunch. Been to California. Been to the Carolinas, like North Carolina, maybe. Like the Outer Banks is pretty cool. It's expensive, but like, maybe like at the end of the day, maybe I'd probably like to end up on a beach, like pie in the sky dream.
Yeah, that's retirement stuff,
Yeah,
though.
no idea what beach. Don't really care what beach. Just a beach. Ocean beach, actually. Let me specify, because that beach could be Lake Erie, and fuck that shit.
Yeah, we got some lake beaches in there. The best.
Well, again, we don't even get tornadoes, like, ever. It's just, like, tornadoes kind of happen, maybe, for, like, 5 seconds.
And it's just something that you may or may not have to deal with.
If there was a place in the U.S. where every day felt like fall weather and or spring weather, I feel like a lot of people would flock there.
That's... like... The Carolinas, kind of. They still get hot. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you wanted to not get, like, summer hot, you have to keep going north. And then that just means the winters get that much worse.
Yeah.
Podcast is happening now, man. We're just talking shit. I don't actually have that much to talk about this week either in terms of topics, so this is fine.
By the way, I saw somebody mention the mod earlier. Yes, I've already seen the Chun-Li booty mod.
Yeah.
For Street Fighter 6 at beta already. These thirsty bastards cannot wait for these mods.
Dude, thirsty. It's thirsty people, but they also have the unlimited water supplies. So they can just like, I'm always hydrated.
I'm always thirsty.
it's just a tube just going through it.
A
just
thirst
right
that
in the mouth,
cannot
right out the penis.
will ever be quenched.
Ever.
So they consume more. I say that as I'm about to take a drink of water.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hydrate my balls off.
I need to get better about it.
Really?
So,
well, you need to get better about a lot of things. Look at your fridge. I'm still mad.
the weekly reminder. Eat stuff in my fridge. Black Lives Matter.
It's expired.
Stop Asian hate. Get your vaccines and boosters. Wear your mask in crowded indoor places. Support Ukraine. Support LGBTQ rights. Support body autonomy. Pay your employees what they're worth. And be good to each other. All right. So, couple of just random things in terms of news, but just talk about some stuff did over the weekend. Yesterday, ended up being I think the longest stream I've ever done. It was over 9 hours. It was a lot.
Amateur.
Chunky boy.
Amateur.
Yeah, 12 hours.
What do you do a 9-hour stream for?
So it was originally just going to be finishing up Sonic Frontiers and then just Pokemon, because I just wanted to play Pokemon real bad, and I'm like, I started on stream. I knew this would happen. So then I just wanted a long stream to play Pokemon. But in the early part of the week, either Jet or Triton or someone, I forget who, posted something in the Smash Discord, and it was a YouTuber by the name of Jaden Animations. They do a lot of animation work, cartoons and what have you. They've done a lot of collabs with Rubber Ross, the Game Grumps, what have you, was hosting a Ridley-only online tournament, the Ridley Rumble. And was like, shit, this sounds awesome. And the stage list was all Metroid stages and Smashville, just because that's Ridley's best competitive stage. Hazards on. And best of 3 up until like finals, and then it was best of 5. 1,000 entrants, and by the time they posted it, it was already full. I'm like, motherfuck, that sounds like so much fun. What have you? I joined the Discord just on the off chance, and then at one point, I see a couple people here and there. It's like, hey, I have to work that day. Please take me out of the tournament. And then one or two drops. Rickles, who has been a prominent TO in the online meta, probably the best Ganondorf player in the world, was just like, hey, spots are opening now, and I was always too late for him. I'm like, motherfucker. Oh, okay. Go through Thanksgiving, had a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. Black Friday goes by. I'm starting to drive, about to prep to drive home on Friday night. Going through McDonald's and about to charge my car. And I just check and I saw a couple posts during Black Friday. I was like, hey, I need to drop. I'm like, okay, there might be one more chance. No, it might be one more chance. As I'm like pulling into the charging station, I just see like, hey, at 7:30 p.m. EST, and it was 7:29 or 28. They're like, we're opening up 15 spots, first come, first serve. I had, and like you could get to the point where it's just like, all right, here's the page where you sign up for the tournament. And basically the check mark was grayed out because it said registration limit reached. So I'm just like, okay, 7:30, refresh the page, the check mark's there. I was like, and I got in the literal last drop. So I was fucking pumped. I'm like, all right, third game added to the stream. We're starting out with Sonic, going into the Ridley Rumble, and then Pokemon afterwards. Beat Sonic. Good game. Top to bottom, pretty damn good game. Music's great. Just some of the writing and stuff was really, really good. Eggman, awesome, as always. The only thing, and this is just a personal pet peeve of mine, there's these bullet time segments, like, you know bullet time games or bullet hell games, whatever they're called. Yeah. They're like ship and then you just shoot the lasers. There's a couple of like prominent segments of the game that had that, and I just do not like that style of game, but it wasn't bad. I just don't like that stuff. But overall, very good game. Highly, highly, highly recommended, Sonic Frontiers. And then from there, we get to the Ridley Rumble. I just found out today that actually, out of the 1,000 people, I was the 80th seed. I was pretty fucking highly ranked amongst Ridleys. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
And I managed to
Ridley.
Yeah. And managed to get through. Faced a prominent member of the Ridley Discord. They actually, in terms of competitive, actually weren't as good as I thought they were in terms of, like, if you go look at their PG stats. Managed to beat him, managed to play some other good people, played a just really good player who just had solid fundies who managed to beat me and has beaten me in online tournaments before, named TM7 Zap. He actually hopped on stream and talked for a bit. And then he had to go face the best Ridley in the world. Yeah, if I would have won that game, I would have been on Jaden's stream and then probably got my ass whooped by the best Ridley player in the entire Earth. But then played just another really solid player who I found out wasn't a Ridley main, but just like really good. Went to game 3. While he ended up winning the game, I managed to swing a full stock in this segment that I kept rewatching. Just like, damn, this is really good. But at the end of it, got 33rd. So I think it was like 2 rounds. My what's it called? Seed performance rating, I think they call it on. Yeah, seed performance rating. My SPR was +2. But yeah, really, really fun. And again, just there was a lot of jank because of the hazards on.
Did you get the flip stage?
Yes. And that stage too, and I mean, it's all Ridley dittos. That stage is also fucking broken for Ridley because there's at times these side platforms that come out and extend to the blast zone. If you get the side B with Ridley, you're just dead. You just drag them off the screen and toss them into the blast zone. They can't do shit. But yeah, and also Triton, I keep seeing your recommendation. You cannot B reverse Ridley's up B. That is one of the few moves in the game that you cannot B reverse. You have to jump in the opposite direction. But yeah, overall, a lot of fun. The first game that I had, I won by fucking luck. It was Norfair, which is the one that has like the lava pool. The lava waterfall that comes up and you have to get into the little like blast shield area. The one guy got in there and he was just like waiting in there. I command grabbed him, tossed him out. The lava hit us both. My character was the kill spark or the kill screen, but we both got hit and he was just closer to the blast zone than me. And I ended up winning. I was like, oh shit, I won. A lot of randomness, a lot of chaos. It was a lot of fun.
I thought you were going to say you both got launched up, but you star KO'd and he just insta-died.
No, it was barely, just because he was a teeny bit closer to the blast zone than me. But yeah, overall, it was a lot of fucking fun. I hope they do more tournaments in that vein, even if it's not Ridley, other characters, like low tiers, what have you. Can you imagine an Isabel Ditto tournament?
Isabel Ditto is one of the worst things. It is mega fun.
But hey, you put on 2 Animal Crossing stages hazards on. You put on a few others hazards on. There's some jank and some hilarity there. But and then after that, played just a bunch of Pokemon for the rest of the stream. It was a longin' for me, anyways. Yeah, I was getting to the point where like
that's long.
the end of the stream, I was like slouched back in my chair, had covers over me, and I was just like, I could feel myself fading. I'm like, oh boy, let's get to a good stopping point.
Oh really? That's crazy.
You didn't feel that at the end of Thanksgiving?
Yeah, but not during a stream.
Well, okay, stream is one thing, but
yeah, that's my whole thing.
But we felt that playing what was that stupid DBZ Naruto One Piece?
Oh, Battle Stadium DON?
No, not DON.
Jump Force?
Jump Force.
Okay, but he's having fun with Pokemon in all these games.
But
that was mega fun.
If it hits, it hits, and that light switch gets dimmer and dimmer.
But we can persevere through so much.
Absolutely.
That was not it took us out. We are built for this. And it still took us out. That's not fair. All those times
I had fun with that game.
Yeah. Oh, how?
Just
Well, the Goofy
making up my own fucking dumb storylines about how my character was the love child of Piccolo and Sasuke. That's how.
Yeah, you just have to make your own fun in that game.
Yes.
It's still getting sold for a lot of money. Oh wait, no, is it off a digital store? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure that the servers are off at this
Servers are
point.
dead. Yes.
Okay. I wonder why. It seemed like it was still getting.
There's no reason to keep it going. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was a licensing thing as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Potentially.
My yesterday was watching Black Adam with whoever was in the Discord at the time, which was Gavin, Triton, Alfonso, and Good Guy. Those are the ones that popped in and out.
Yeah, I saw you were watching something. I didn't see what.
Yeah, it was Black Adam. And it was as expected. A perfectly fine movie until that ended.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely did that. Gavin announced that he was gonna be streaming Black Adam in the movie chat.
You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you gotta be on the ball. And I saw it and I went, oh, they're doing that? All right, let me hop on in.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, the one person here that should have had stories for Black Friday is not on the cast today. Just 'cause this was Ralph's last Black Friday working. Last one.
Oh, I know.
And I've been there. I've been there.
I have never worked retail while doing Black
Never,
Friday.
never.
Yep. Definitely. I mean, people suck. It doesn't help, too, when your store at the time was also open on Thanksgiving and had a specific Thanksgiving Day sale and then had a completely separate Black Friday sale. And people didn't realize that and would get really, really, really pissed off for no reason that we could actually help with.
Only because of the messaging of corporate or their own stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two reasons to get mad. And neither has to do with the employee in front of you. And that's the crazy thing. Rarely does it have to do with the employee in front of you. So sit down and shut up.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm a person that obviously if you're mad at like something, like any given service company, what have you, and like if I were in the situation working, I'm all right if you vent at me about a thing. Not like at me in the sense of you are not
to you.
Yeah, you're not to you, just like you're just a soundboard basically of like you are listening to their
this
problems.
Company sucks them.
Yeah. Like I'm not mad at you, but F this.
Instead of the why are you withholding TVs from me individual.
Yeah, I definitely did that with my previous cable company. During those times we're just like, hey, your upload speeds? Haha, fuck you.
Oh yeah, when I was working doing customer service for Spectrum, there would be people that would be yelling and it'd just be like, it's about the, and they outright just say, I know it has nothing to do with you. I'm just frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And those were the cool people. There were some that were just like, hey,
give me back my internet, BG. I know you got it somewhere back there. Back where?
You back sassing?
How about you flip your power switch on and off?
Dude, these people suck.
Customer service.
It's the worst.
Glad to not be there anymore. And Ralph will be too in the next month.
Haha. Ooh, yeah, funny. No.
You'll get out of there eventually.
There's nothing better than not talking to customers anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I need to ride the line better. Because there's a line between, yes, you're good enough and you're trustworthy enough to go over there, but there's also the line of "you're too good for us to
To
let
lose
you
you. Yeah.
go." And I'm
And
not
I hate
riding
that.
that line very well so far.
Yeah, no, I hate that stuff because it's always just like, well, we can't promote you because you're so you'd rather hire someone that may not do as good a job in the position that you know I'm qualified for
Mm-hmm.
over losing me in this lower rank of a system. Like I
Mhm.
never understood it. That's why people talk about dead end jobs because so often it's not so much the job is dead end, it's that they do not want to advance you because you're too good.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm just gonna.
people, DA, you know better.
I know. No. It's a line that you need to ride, and it's hard to find out, especially in the beginning, where that line is.
Mm-hmm. Are you going too far into the you're too good in this position?
Yes.
Or too
There was no other option. What are you talking about?
The other option was yeah, we're still looking into that. You're doing a good job here right now though.
It's already.
You should have known that when they had training. They were like, "What are you doing here?
Yeah.
We need you on the front lines now. If this is supposed to be 2 weeks, you got 2 days, sir. Come back tomorrow, and you are on the line." Oh boy, you already seem frustrated by the situation.
Because it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
I'm going to
You just gotta
give.
keep pushing.
Yeah, you yourself need to very much state your intention.
Intentions. Like, hey, yo, this is all well and good and everything.
Hey, I love this job, but I applied for this, and I was told there was a chance that I would do it. Is there still that chance? Where are we at with it? Blah blah blah. Yeah. If it's just like, I don't know if we can do that anymore. You gotta just start going. Okay, well, I'll work until something opens up. But if I see an opportunity somewhere else, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, they have monthly what they call check-ins, where your team lead will take you in a room. It's like, all right, here's your call times, here's your ticket documentation, all this other stuff. And there's a back and forth on what you can and improve and what you can and all this stuff. If you have any grievances, what could be improved on your end. And I'm thinking on the third month, it's like, hey, yo, how we doing?
Have they given you anything you could improve on?
No.
Dude, that's how it was in my last job. They literally just like, yeah, I don't take a free 15-minute break because there's nothing I can tell you right now.
There's currently 25 people working there. They said my call time was in the top. I was in the top like 7 people. My ticket documentation was one of the best. They said that there's nothing that I can improve on right now. And I'm like, oh, great.
When they laid off my department, I was literally top 2 in response time on the team and number 1 in voice of customer on the team. Don't be too good.
It's a fine line.
I think I've told this story before. So, and this is honestly an approach you may want to consider, DA. So, my dad
piss on the boss's desk. Respect you.
Just fumble one call every now and again. Just like, well, mistakes happen.
I don't know if I can concentrate without that advancement. I don't know.
And all of you, and now that you're just insinuating that my dad beat up my boss's desk.
Hey, he ain't gonna tell you that part of the story.
But,
he wants to instill in you, go get him this, not piss on a boss's desk.
But he got this new job, software job, left a job that he had been at for many years, for a company. And actually, how I found out about this story, now that I remember it, was I was looking for jobs out of college, and I'm like, yeah, looking at this job, and I was looking at, talk to some people at the job fair from American Greetings, and my dad goes, oh. I'm like, what? He's like, you might be unintentionally blacklisted there. I'm like, go on. What do you mean, father?
Sins of the father.
Bloodline.
We do share. He is
Another Nowak. I
well,
know just where to put you.
another Michael Nowak. We share a first name.
Oh, wonderful.
So he, it's not anything like super bad, but he's like, yeah. So I got a job there, and they're like, all right, it's like you had like a really good resume, what have you. We know you were making a sacrifice a little bit in pay to come to this job, but if you work hard for us for the next year and what have you, we'll raise your pay and we're going to give you a really hefty sign-on bonus. And my dad's like, okay. And, he'd check in every so often, just make sure things are still kosher. A year goes by. He's like, all right, I worked hard for you guys. I want to start talking about that sign-on bonus that we talked about. And they're like, yeah, we were just talking, what have you, and doing some internal meetings, and unfortunately, we're not going to give you the sign-on bonus. He's like,
we're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it.
And we said no.
Yeah, and he's like, so let me be clear here. When we started this little venture together, we made promises to each other that I would work hard, I would deliver you guys good quality software, yada yada this, yada yada that, do my job, and then at the end of this, you promised to give me this sign-on bonus. Are you saying you are not going to fulfill this end of your promise? And they're like, no, we can't do that. He's like, I quit. And he walked out that day.
Whoops. But
And
that's kind of like
Gotta be
DA's
like
thing.
that sometimes.
mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying, where it's just like,
No, not with that. I'm talking about with the blacklisted name thing.
oh, the King Edward.
Oh boy, there was some background.
I recall these stories. I recall them now. but in terms of just like very much abiding by your stance, where it's like you brought me on with the intention of a transfer into the job that I wanted.
Yep.
Are you going to do that? Yes or no? No. I'm looking elsewhere.
All right, yeah. And then by that time, once it's a solid, okay, now we are not willing to fulfill our end of the bargain, by that time I'll have more experience because I'm essentially just a year and a half of tech experience. And by that time, it'll be 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. And then it's like, that looks better on the resume, especially considering the position that I'm in and the title of the place that I'm working in right now is much better than just, oh, this is just some rinky-dink company. No, this is a big national company.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks a little bit better. So
There you go.
It's even if I don't get that, I'm still getting the experience.
There you go.
And it's everybody. It's gonna things are gonna happen because of this. So
Yes. But yeah, so the thing I was actually going to mention earlier, advice to everyone that listens to this podcast in terms of where DA was, doing too good at his job and what have you. Still do a good job, what have you, yada, yada, this, yada, yada, that. Never mention any other extraneous skills that you have at a job.
No.
Because people will ask you to do things. I've seen it happen. You don't know how many times at multiple jobs where I have heard, hey, does anybody know how to do video editing? And I keep my mouth fucking shut.
Boy, that'd be a useful skill right now, wouldn't it, you guys? Oh well, looks like nobody here knows it, including me.
Just because that is going to be extra shit that they are not going to pay you for. They will never pay you for that stuff.
They'll just act like it's within your job's parameter to be, because that's what happens.
If they do pay you, yeah, then at that point you consider it. But in my experience, they don't.
Or the boss is going, thanks, I owe you one. Good job. And you think that you look more favorable in their eyes, but what's that's going to get you?
Mm-hmm. Just, to me, it's like you are paying me to do this specific thing, and I will do that specific thing as requested, give you quality. And then I leave for the day.
Don't work off the clock.
Yeah.
Don't do none of that.
What was it?
No job is worth it.
Work to live, don't live to work.
Yeah.
Don't be loyal to them hoes. And by them hoes, I mean your job. Because they ain't loyal to you.
They are not loyal.
I would love to have Two quotes next to each other. Live to work, work to live, don't live to work. Mike Nowak. King Brown.
Back, it just said, lead them hoes, DH.
Don't be loyal to them hoes.
Don't be loyal to them hoes, DH.
Next shirt.
Business in the front, party in the back.
There you go. Or it's like one of those shirts that's like you put over your face. The inside of the shirt. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh wow. What a fun little tangent. So just other random news tidbits that I have, not too much. Pokemon fans, we don't learn. We will shit talk the game on end, but we will still buy it in droves.
How can I complain if I'm not playing the game?
Yeah.
I need to play the game to complain, and that's what it is.
Yep.
What was it, like 10 mil?
10 mil in the first 3 days combined. Both versions.
Ridiculous.
Sony's in doing backflips for 5.1 for God of War over a week. And Pokemon did 10 mil in 3 days. Off the back of filth.
And it made this the highest global sales level for any software on a Nintendo platform within that time frame. You know, like, that's a very specific thing, but...
that's very much like LeBron James is the best shooter in November at home when the weather's below 50 degrees in history. Like, okay, there's a lot of caveat there, sir.
Yeah. But and the thing is, though, I will say, because like having played the game a bunch now, yes, performance-wise, sucks.
Oh, it's booty.
Frame rate, terrible, bunch of different glitches. My current favorite is the giant deli bird. I don't know if you've seen that clip. Guy's just like walking around in the snow, and then he turns around and it starts playing the Elder Beast music from from Bloodborne. But at the end of the day, though, just like the mechanics of the game, how you interact with the gameplay itself is all very good. It just performs like doo-doo.
Like I said, I was playing it on an emulator, so I expect, sometimes there to be performance hitches because it's not one for one with the hardware. And there would be slowdowns, and I'd look down at what the FPS is, and it'd say 20 frames, 15 frames. I'd be like, okay, just emulator stuff. It'll pass. Just keep running. And it would pass eventually. But then I watched the Digital Foundry video, and I went, oh, no, that looks exactly like the game I played.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just going, oh, dude, that Digital Foundry is a complete teardown. My God. So there's something called, I can't remember if it was like frame hitching or something, where the further you are away from something, the lower the game will lower the frame rate of things in the distance to offload some of the CPU issues, to save some of that for what you can actually see. So if something is just outside of your peripheral in the open world, it will maybe run at like 5 frames per second, so you can get that 30. Pokemon, like where I am from you, I mean like 6 feet away, it'll start running at 7 frames a second for a character. And then the second you're close, that's when they'll hitch back up to full frame. They did it with a windmill where they were, feet from it, and it started doing 15. And they said the further you went, it just kept halving. So by the time you were out of town but could still see the windmill, it wasn't even moving. It was a complete teardown. I highly recommend their review just so you can see how broken this game truly is.
I saw someone posted a mod today. I saw on Twitter that someone did a mod of the game and actually made it 60 frames a second. Looks pretty darn good when it's actually running at full frames. But yeah, so it's a Wiglet. Is that Pokemon, Alfonso? And I just saw its evolved form, Wugtrio, yesterday. Wugtrio is pink. it's worse.
They didn't realize it.
They made it worse.
They didn't see the thing. You don't realize what you're doing here, do you?
Oh, they definitely didn't see the thing.
I'm just like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, why is it pink? Why is it pink? Oh man. But yeah, that's the game I'm gonna be streaming at basically until the end of the year now. There isn't really anything else that's coming out that's not a cooperative game or a multiplayer game.
Callisto Protocol?
Isn't that coming out next year?
It comes out this week.
Oh shit.
You're thinking the Dead Space remake.
Callisto Protocol.
I think it comes out Friday.
Yeah, you're right. We'll think about that one.
Just, yeah, you're right.
I already, like, silently shit my pants multiple times during Resi 7, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very good game, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that in the podcast.
Oh, yeah, Resi 7 is fantastic.
The mom got the biggest jump scare out of me. It was just, like, some random bullcrap, too. It wasn't, like, any big pivotal moment. It's just like you're running up some stairs and then she just jumps around a corner at you. Because I was like expositing to Triton about like competitive Smash or something. Like I was just telling something and just, I'm like, Jesus fuck.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, Triton was like
you can...
Triton commented. He's just like, can you finish what you were saying before you screamed? I'm like, oh yes, of course.
Oh, yeah, I saw that part. Do you think you could play Resident Evil 8?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to
end up... I think 7 is way scarier than 8.
I want to end up playing... I heard, though, that 8 has the scariest section, which is the doll.
Yeah. That's for people that's uber creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I want to end up going through some of the more recent Resi games throughout next year. And I might...
let me know when you get to 6 and 5.
It's gonna hurt. I might save 4 Remake for Halloween. We'll see.
That'd be fun.
We'll see, because I might really just want to fucking play it when it comes. Well, actually,
I mean, why save it for Halloween? Play it when it comes out, and there'll be a
well, it depends, because I know right around that time is when Tears of a Kingdom. There's a bunch of shit coming out around that time, so we'll see. Let's see what else. Witcher 3 is slowly becoming our new GTA 5/Skyrim. It's getting re-released again on current gen with updated graphics and what have you.
It will never stop.
They are a video game peripheral company is remaking the Xbox 360 controller for current gen consoles. For those that want that nostalgia.
I don't see why. Can't you just buy an adapter?
Maybe probably, but like more current gen technologies and what have you. I don't know. But and some more Twitter stuff. Twitter is adding back the Twitter Blue, except I'd made the recommendation that it be a different icon. Now they're just changing the color of the icon, which is essentially the same thing. But different colors for different types.
I can understand because he's still gonna appeal to the people that thought there was some lords and peasants system. So companies get like a gray check mark, government officials get like a blue one, and then regular people get a gold one or something. Or the regular people get blue and government officials get gold. Whatever way it is. So it doesn't matter if you're Rihanna or Booty Master 69, you're all getting blue check marks. If you're an individual non-government official, it is a blue check mark, whether you're actually verified for news and all that stuff, or just some weeb on the internet.
Still gonna be issues with that, but
so it's gonna cut down on the corporate parody accounts and the corporate identity, whatever. But it is not going to stop the individual stuff. And those can still be used for scams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still going to be a problem. If Twitter even survives long enough for that.
Yeah, true. And then the other big thing, DA, your boy is back.
All right.
Trump has been reinstated. However, he is not posting on Twitter. He is cock-blocking Elon Musk.
Musk is so heated that Trump is not tweeting. So and Trump on his Truth social media, whatever, had said something like, and Elon begged me for government subsidies and stuff, and if I wanted him to get on his knees and lick my boots to get it, he would have done it at that time. And it's very much feeling like Trump was not exaggerating too much there, because Elon is looking up hard to Daddy Trump, like, please come on my platform, sir.
Trump will stretch the truth every now and again, but this definitely does, like you said, feel like it's like well, for what purpose, Musk?
That was the nicest way you could have put that, DA. Every now and again.
Every now and again? Come on now. We're being a little too harsh on them, all right?
Who hasn't started an insurrection of our government?
Yeah, oh. Never
Wow.
before happened in America. Oh, assaults on our capitals. Ooh.
It's his capital to begin with.
Wow.
Ooh, it's bad. It's real bad.
Oh, boy. And that's all I had. It was a pretty damn slow news week.
It's funny that we will inadvertently do the rambly tangent ones when there's no news stuff. It's not even like, oh, we got to stretch. We just talked.
Yep.
And we carried it to the end.
It wasn't even like, I got to get through this stuff, guys. When we hit like 9:30. No, it's just 8:30 now because we pushed back. But yeah. That's so weird. It happens every time.
Yep.
And it's always a topic that's readily available and one we either have never talked about before or haven't really expanded on. Like that whole thing with the theaters and stuff.
Yeah.
We've never talked about this type of stuff.
We gave DA an
about you wanting something.
We gave DA an existential crisis.
Absolutely.
I would still find crazy. But fact is up, fact.
Yep.
Facts about existential crises. No, not really. I did look, but there wasn't any.
Damn.
Of note. There were just sad things like it begins in the mind. And like, oh no.
That's not fun.
But 15 facts about the Carolinas.
Oh,
okay. I can do that. I'll do 2 since there's 2 Carolinas.
11.
2 and 11. Hold up. Wait for the people. 6, 2, 6, 11. 2, 6, 11, 15. 2, 6, 8, 15, 11.
Don't just give it to Alfonso. Okay.
11
yes! Did it. Alfonso!
In your face.
In South Carolina, it is still illegal to work on Sundays. It is also illegal to dance on Sundays. What constitutes dancing?
What constitutes steal? As in, why is it still illegal to work on Sunday? What was the event that made them flip that switch to go no more working on Sunday? And why is it still a thing?
Okay, so yeah, there's a thing that they're trying to semantic it because they're like, shouldn't churches be closed if the priest man is working? And if you're gonna be doing gospel and stuff, you're gonna be dancing, and that's illegal. So they're trying to get it repelled, both of them.
Cause yeah, wouldn't like football teams, they play on Sundays. The Carolina Panthers. Wouldn't they have to like not work?
Touchdown dance in the end zone. You just see 5 cops tackle.
It's illegal here, sir.
Yeah, they're like, yo, what about hospitals and stuff? Yo, no, this is a horrible law. What are they doing?
Food.
It's been repealed already.
Food. Just.
Yeah, people need to eat. What if there's a trucker that needs to come through your state or? Like, attendance. They can't
Yeah.
work. But people gotta go places.
And like I said, what constitutes dancing? If you're walking down the street listening to your music and you slide to the left, slide to the right, are you getting tackled?
Even if
Like,
you're
you know
bobbing
the
your
law?
head, is that rhythmically bobbing your head?
Is it arms and legs moving in sync? Or
No, he's good. I haven't seen one hip sway yet. It's here on the bylaws. God, Carolina. That's where you want to go, Mike?
It shall be unlawful for any person to keep open or admit persons to any public dancing hall owned or operated by him, or to allow any person to continue thereat between the hours of 12 o'clock midnight Saturday and 12 o'clock midnight Sunday, and all such places shall be remain closed to the public.
why?
No,
Is
get-
dancing sinful? What? Okay,
I
so
would-
it's just dance clubs.
I would love
any,
to...
any dance hall. So any
Yeah.
place where, you got like a family reunion there, you could dance in a dance hall. No dance halls.
I would love to imagine you go to, like, a club Sunday night, and it's just like...
Friday night.
No, Sunday night. From the hours from like 10 p.m. to 11:59, everyone's just fucking still. Midnight.
I went the opposite direction. I would love for them to be heavy into it, and then midnight hits, and it's like a cuckoo clock, and the record scratches.
It's Cinderella where it's like, we got to go. All cops are just waiting out there for
It
them.
doesn't
Billy
look-
clubs ahead, like, oh boy, I saw some stepping in the name of love.
It doesn't look like y'all are rapping down. Hey, that song got 4 more minutes left, and y'all 2 minutes left. Come on. What are we doing here, fellas? That's stupid. That is so
Footloose towel.
What is this?
I love to. It's because I just Googled South Carolina, no dancing on Sunday. That's what I Googled. That was the first thing of the South Carolina statehouse.gov code was mentioned. And then below that is like some news thing, and it says, is it still illegal in South Carolina to dance on Sunday? And this was from 2016. It just says, it's still technically illegal to work or technically.
Get this technical illegal crap out of here, because somebody's going to be dancing and working on Sunday, and then somebody else going to be dancing and working, and then they're going to be arrested, and you're going to be like, hey, yo, what about that person?
There's an additional thing on that. Also on Sundays, juveniles cannot play pinball.
What the?
What happened on Sunday in Carolina?
what event?
Wow.
Secret Sunday. What happened on Secret Sunday? It's like the void hit century. Mom, just a Sunday just missing in history where they outlawed dancing, work, and ping pong for youth.
That is hilarious.
That is very backwards. What are you doing?
Okay.
That's actually incredible.
Okay. With that, we'll call this podcast to close. No idea if Ralph will be here next week. I think he technically was going to be here this week, but plans were made.
Plans change.
But yeah. The next couple of weeks will be the like final remnants of his super busy schedule. He'll basically be open Sundays like forever.
Unless other things happen.
True.
They might.
We might start getting set up for some game stuff.
Yeah. Weekends are a lot more open. Going to be. And evenings.
Start thinking about best and worst of the year as well.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. So coming up in terms of streams this week, I lied yesterday. No stream Monday, Tuesday. I forgot I had plans on Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday doing some more Pokemon. Wednesday, obviously some more Smash Bros. Coming this weekend. Do you guys have plans?
Always Saturday revisited stuff, live streams. maybe the next stream for me and Adam playing The Devil and Me. But I don't know if they've patched it yet.
Okay.
We have a couple of videos coming out this
All right.
week.
If not, maybe we could do a co-op thing or more Uno if we have a Ralph or anybody else available or Mario Party or what have you. But at a minimum, we could maybe start A Way Out. Is a thought.
Yeah, that could be a move.
We'll figure that
move.
out. I think that's about all I had in terms of future streams. I feel like there's something else I was thinking of, but I can't think of it at the moment. So yeah,
It's gone.
I know
Gone.
3 weeks from now. I think 3 weeks from now. Yeah, 3 weeks from now. I know. So I guess it'd be the 18th. I guess we still could technically do a podcast of just me and you guys. Ralph definitely wouldn't be there because, well, oh no, I think he's driving home Monday. We could do a podcast, where Ralph will be here. So could do a 2-on-2 because I know you guys have had negative interest in going to the Yule Festival.
Oh, it's bad.
Y'all don't understand the disdain I have for Christmas.
That's why I said negative interest.
I don't even know if negative adequately conveys my disinterest.
But
It's circling back into like I want to throw eggs at them.
negative
like-
10 Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It's like I don't want the cheer, and I want you not to have the cheer.
If South Carolina banned it, I would think that they would be justified.
There we go. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week. Laters. Bye-bye now.